Sherilini, mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, mo fẹ́ share my own experience, my own struggle with depression. Okay, so last time we sọ̀rọ̀ about depression and nǹkan tó máa ń fà and béèyàn ṣe lè overcome ẹ̀ and àwọn nǹkan tó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ téèyàn bá ní depression. Ṣẹ̀rí, èmi tí ẹ̀ ń wò yìí, I also had a personal experience with depression, right? I struggled with depression for many years. In fact, at that time, I did not even realize I had depression. I was just so down. Okay, so I was sometimes talk on my to my depression. Other times it would just be like depression come out bear without a major thing to share. Okay, so in my own case, at that time, people around me were moving away. Okay, so some family members were relocating. People that I was close to, one relocate, one move away. So at that time, I just started to feel alone. I started to feel very lonely. If it's a man, normally, I could not go there because the person had moved away. So gradually, I started feeling very lonely. I started feeling very, like everybody was leaving me. Okay, so at first it was one person, and then later another person moved. So dear, it started getting to me. I started feeling really down. I was so sad. I was so angry. My mood was just very low. Mood become low. Because I did not even know. I had depression. I didn't know it was depression. I just knew that everything caused to me. I didn't feel like doing anything. My work was suffering. And sometimes after that thinking for for no reason, So it went on like that, and other things in my life started suffering. Of course, because with the depression, because I was feeling very low, feel like anything, I was like I didn't do them. So because I did not do the things I was supposed to do, those things were suffering. Like in my job now, okay, I was running a business at that time, and in my business now, I was like because of my low mood. Now the business was suffering. I was losing money, and things were just getting worse and worse and worse. So now, one thing, there is no shame in it. Now, if I had known, if I had spoken, if I had sought help, maybe I would have been able to overcome it earlier. Because I did not say anything, suffer anybody, even me, I did not know. So it took years for me to overcome it. It took a lot of effort. I had to do a lot of work on myself before I came out of that depressive state. Alright, so it's a really big thing, and there is no shame in seeking help. Because this thing happens to a lot of people. Many people suffer. So many things happen in this life. And so when you realize that you're depressed, when you realize that your mood is low and you're in that state, and it's been going on for a long time, and you just start to lose interest. You just start losing interest in these things. Or some activities, even your job sometimes can feel like a lot of work for you. It can feel very, it cannot become very boring. I feel like doing anything, just like close fresh and that's the way I was feeling. Every morning was a struggle, to imagine like I should just keep sleeping. Sleep, that is why depression magical when you're oversleep, because sleep is like an escape for you. You just want to escape the real world. You want to escape your reality, your situation. So you just sleep. You sleep. So when you wake up, you feel like, oh, let's say what is in it for me today? There is nothing more in life. So you begin to lose hope gradually, and if it continues like that, it just keeps going down and down, and then you lose hope in everything. You don't want to see your friends again. You don't want to go out again. Your work you don't want to do again. It now becomes something like MRP. What's the point of doing this? What's the point of doing that? It feels like your life is over. And at that state, when you really need to seek help, you need to talk to somebody. Because sometimes when you don't talk to anybody, then you're bad, it just keeps getting worse and worse. And like I said the other time, ló máa ń lead sí kéèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ronú, àti ṣera ẹ̀ léṣe àti para ẹ̀. Téèyàn bá dẹ̀ rí èèyàn around you, téèyàn bá kàn wá tó ń dá wà, it's a big problem. So speak out. You need to talk to somebody that, can help you get help. You need to get help when you are depressed. And that is why creating awareness about this thing is important. Like I said, I did not know me or money depression. Can you more, can you more symptoms and saying motion first and feel on symptoms, I would know that okay, these are symptoms of depression and might seek help, but I did not know. So now that is why we are creating awareness about this mental health issues. Depression is a big problem, and many people talk about more on depression, one is seek help, add them at lonely because of that depression. Other things in their lives will start suffering, like their relationships can start suffering too, because they over feel like relationships in your journey, suffer. Other things, health thing, like I said, it now lead to other serious health conditions, because whatever is happening in your mind, affects your body. There is this mind-body connection. So your mind affects your body also affects your mind. So it is very important that when you see these symptoms in you, you seek help immediately. You should, don't just think that, okay, I'm feeling this way, or for no reason, and you think it is normal, okay, man feel bad. So these are the symptoms and some things that I mentioned in my last video, and this one too. It is important when you begin to see these things, you need to seek help, look out, talk to somebody, seek help. And don't think, some people think that it is not all about money. Sometimes you don't even have to pay anything. Okay, don't think about the money first, think about your health, enroll, the benefit taking in much shape for you, not the money you're going to spend. Like I said, sometimes you may not even have to spend a dime, okay? But it is important that you express, like you say your mind. In fact, sometimes when you talk about it, think about sorrow, relief. But when you keep everything inside, you're not expressing the fact that you're saying your mind and you want to express how you are feeling. Now you may not even know exactly how you are feeling, but in trying to express the thing about sharing soying, you start to gain clarity, and it starts to get clearer to you. Then you can now realize that okay, this was when this thing started. Feel like this, because you may not even know exactly, but you can feel back love for some time now, between like 3 weeks, 1 month, 6 weeks. You feel back, you can feel like in share anything, you can feel like in companions, or you feel like in loss bishe or eating disorder, or sleep disorders, things like that. Come on, Shelly. But symptoms, and go on. There is something wrong. That it is not supposed to be like that. So about to seek help, in your sorrow, and then you look for help so that you can get back, and before it starts to affect you physically. Okay, so because my first song from these things happen. So I've been there, okay, multi-experienced it, and I know how bad it was for me. And in my life, it took me many years before I could overcome, because I was not informed. That's why there are so many awareness this period, these days. People are saying, mental health awareness and letting people know the symptoms when they have this issue, so that they can seek help. And you will need seek, because you will not know that it's a problem, and you will need to seek help for. So when you know what to look out for in yourself, at your own around it, okay, something is wrong. Buy sorrow, seek help, so that everybody can be well, everybody can be healthy, mental healthy, okay. So, what in my own case now, overcome depression? I will tell you. At that time, my life was a mess. Now, I'm a totally different person. Like, sometimes when I think about that time, it's all nearer for me, all difficult for me to reconcile, at that time to emergency. Now I'm so now it does not mean that there aren't some bad days still, some days like, okay, maybe you're just so stressed or things don't work out as you plan, but I do not get depressed anymore. It don't, I'm in a better place right now. I'm a very happy person right now. My heart is just always in this right place. And whenever I feel stressed or anytime I feel like, okay, I'm just tired, and sometimes this is life. Okay, so some things but I know how to get myself back. I don't stay in that place for too long. In fact, I don't stay there at all. Once I catch myself, only I know how to get myself back into the right state of mind. Okay, so it's important that we learn this thing, that we know this thing. So in my own case, how did I start to overcome my own depression? I will tell you, Master Queen, in my next video. So okay, watch out for my next video. I will tell you step by step what I did. It took me a very long time, Miss of like, oh, where go? That was because I did it by myself. That was because I did not have I did not know. So I didn't talk to anybody. I did not have anybody to talk to. But I was very stubborn. That's one thing about me. I'm a very stubborn person. I knew that, okay, me offer one, that me offer zeros we buy. So I had looked for things. I looked for ways to overcome, to come out of it. I knew that things could be better. I knew that there was a better place. Timoli wa, juking one, so I struggled and I looked for things. So it took me years. I mean, it's around years, maybe close to 10 years for me to completely overcome it. Maybe not up to 10 years, but very close to 10 years, right? You don't have to stay that long in that state, okay? That's why. Because then I did not have the awareness. In the information I have, so I didn't know what exactly to do, who exactly to talk to. But now it's a lot better now because there's help. That's why I'm saying this also. So when you see these symptoms, solution, seek help, in your combustor or so that in no time, because all those years I wasted, they were, there were things I missed. I lost some relationships, my relationships suffered at that time, my business suffered. So many things in life, no suffer. But if I had known so much earlier, I would not have wasted all the years that I wasted being depressed. Okay, so you can reach out to me. You can send me a mail. My mail will be in the description here. So, like I said earlier, sometimes it does not cost you money. Don't think about how much you're going to pay or something. Sometimes it's free. Okay, so reach out, seek help, and don't stay depressed. Life is beautiful, and you deserve to live this beautiful life. Okay, you can be happy, you don't have to accept depression or stay in depression. So next time, like I said, I will tell you my journey, how I came out of the depression that I found myself in. Yeah, I found myself in it. Okay, so I will tell you what I did. Alright, but before you go, subscribe button and this like button, and give me leave a comment. I will see you next time.